So the Federal Trade Commission just announced a final rule on Wednesday that's going to make it easier for people to cancel memberships and subscriptions. Which actually reminds me, I've got this free trial to Adobe Express that I don't even remember signing up for. Well, it's ending now, so I better get rid of it. So on my account page, it's not entirely clear where they want me to go. But the trial is mentioned over near billing and payment, so let's start there. Nah, even though this is where it says I'll be billed for an upcoming monthly subscription, there's no way to make this change here. Makes sense. Okay, I guess it's under manage plan. There it is, cancel your free trial. So I'm done, right? Time to move on with my life and make some better content? Not quite. The site first wants me to log in again, then contemplate the gravity of what it means to cancel, begs me to stay, and then finally confirm cancellation. After already having clicked cancel your free trial and continue on a screen about canceling my plan. Great. Now Adobe might be devastated that I've decided not to pay them to access these beautiful templates for the coastal hotel I'm planning on running out of my Brooklyn apartment, but this is just one relatively minor example of the long day's journey into cancellation one has to take to keep that free trial from turning into a $10 monthly certificate of excellence recognizing my exceptional hospitality. And that's where this new click to cancel rule comes in. The FTC says that they want to make it as easy for consumers to cancel enrolling in something as easy as it was to sign up for it. Kind of like subscribing to our YouTube page, At the News Refresh. Let's try it together. Yep, super easy to subscribe, and then to cancel, well, there's no need to do that, so let's move on. Now, this new click to cancel rule is actually a long time in the making. It was proposed in March of 2023 and included a period to make public comments, during which the FTC says they got more than 16,000 of them from consumers, trade groups, and government agencies. The Electronic Transactions Association trade group, for instance, voiced opposition to this proposed rule for being too broad. But that's just one of 7 searchable public comments that uses the word oppose, with others expressing support for the change. Some guy called Joseph Paul expressed favor, saying he wasn't able to cancel his cell phone service because he needed a PIN that wasn't given to him at the time that he signed up, and the company wouldn't cancel it without it. And even an anonymous commenter expressed that they fully and wholly support adoption of this particular rule, despite my opposition to the unlawfully installed, wholly corrupt Biden, quote, administration, who was found after several investigations to have won the 2020 election in spite of claims that he did not. Anyway, the FTC says they get thousands of complaints a year regarding this stuff, and they're now amending their negative option rule. Negative option not meaning your decision to opt for the triple cheeseburger over the kale salad, but the condition that allows a company to interpret a customer's silence or failure to take an affirmative action as an acceptance of an offer. The type of thing that's found with your gym membership, streaming plan, or mystery monthly tackle box. And with this newly amended rule, the FTC is going after sellers that misrepresent facts surrounding negative option billing, bill people who haven't agreed to pay, and make it hard or impossible to cancel a subscription. And that headline revision under this final rule is known as click to cancel, which should make it as easy to withdraw from your program as it was to sign up. That means if you didn't talk to some representative to sign up for something, you can't then require someone to do that to cancel something. If you're offering a phone cancellation option, you can't charge extra for it, and you have to be around during business hours. And if you require signing up in person, you can offer in-person cancellations, but you also need to make it possible to cancel online or over the phone. The FTC's chair notes this rule is intended to end tricks and traps, save Americans money, and that nobody should be stuck paying for a service they no longer want. And while most of these changes don't go into effect for another 6 months or so, once they do, violators may be found liable for civil penalties. Wow. Of course, this likely isn't welcome news for the app that uses dark patterns to make it seem like the word cancel means subscribe, the cable company that really wants to have a conversation with you, or even the gym so that you can be shamed into having a conversation with a personal trainer before you're allowed to surrender your laminated keychain barcode. Not that I'm speaking from personal experience here. Anyway, this is At the News Refresh, where we bring you new funny, weird, and interesting news stories each and every day. My name is Greg Ott, and again, if you enjoyed this video, give us a like and a hot subscribe. It's completely free, and you can cancel anytime, but don't. And you'll get more stories and headlines like these in your feed each and every day. Oh, and be sure to leave us a comment. In this recent piece about scientists creating a map of a fly's brain, MT-XB3TS just asked, are females allowed to do sumo wrestling? Yeah, there's a thing called women's sumo.